Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's I'm gonna hopefully get a couple videos done today. I'm gonna post two. I'm working on number 2 right now. This is the I think it's an Eidolon. It's a I'm gonna read the passages from Mornicane Stomophoes for you directly. So I'm gonna be taking from Mornicane Stomophoes, reading it every word as best as I can verbatim for you guys. And I'll give you the stats, and I think I have some optional things for it too. I think I wrote some. Yeah, I wrote 4, surprisingly. So I'm going to give you the lore on it. The gods have many methods for protecting sites they deem holy. One servant they rely on often to do so is the Eidolon, the ghostly spirit bound by a sacred oath to safeguard a place of import to the divine. Forged from the souls of those who have proven their unwavering devotion, Eidolon stalk temples and vaults, places where miracles have been witnessed and relics enshrined to ensure that no enemy can gain a foothold against the gods' cause through defilement or violence within these sites. If an enemy with such intent sets foot inside a warded location, the Eidolon plunges into a graven vessel, a statue specially prepared to house the souls of these protectors. The Eidolon then animates the effigy and uses the borrowed body to drive out the intruders bent on plundering the relics it is charged with guarding. Sacred Guardians. Creating an Eidolon requires a spirit of fanatical devotion, that of an individual who in life served with unwavering faithfulness. Upon death, a god might reward such a follower with everlasting service in the protection of a holy site. An Eidolon has no purpose beyond guarding the place it was assigned to and never leaves. Animated statues. An Eidolon has few methods for protecting itself beyond its ability to awaken its sacred vessels. When a foe enters, the Eidolon leaps into action by merging its body with one of the several statues at the site. After doing so, the Eidolon controls the construct as if its own body and uses its fists to drive back intruders, smashing and crushing anything it can reach. Undead nature. An Eidolon doesn't require air, food, drink, or sleep, which is really useful. But I'm going to give you the stats on the Eidolon now. These things are I can imagine these things being terrifying. The Eidolon is a medium undead of any alignment. It's an armor class of 9 itself. Now, this is not the sacred statue that it's in. It has an HP count of 63, 18d8 minus 18, walking speed of 0 feet, but a flying hover speed of 40 feet, strength of 7, minus 2, dexterity of 8, minus 1, constitution of 9, minus 1, intelligence of 14, plus 2, wisdom of 19, plus 2, and charisma of 16, plus 3. I can imagine these things trying to convince someone through the sacred statue to leave before it attacks, if it's a good alignment. Now, if it's not, meh. Saving throws, it has wisdom of plus 8, and skills perception plus 8, so perception, so it has a plus 4 to its ability modifier. Its damage resistances are acid, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Its damage immunities are cold, necrotic, and poison. Its condition immunities are charmed, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained. It has dark vision up to 60 feet and passive perception of 18. It knows any languages it knew in life, and it's a challenge rating 12, 8,400 XP. It has an ability called incorporeal movement. The Eidolon can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain. It takes 5 average, 1d10 force damage if it ends its turn inside an object other than the sacred statue. On a recharge 5 or 6, it knows sacred animation. When the Eidolon moves into a space occupied by a sacred statue, the Eidolon can disappear, causing the statue to become a creature under the Eidolon's control. The Eidolon uses sacred statue's statistics in place of its own. And then it has turn resistance. The Eidolon has advantage on saving throws against the effect that turns undead. And then its only action, Divine Dread. Each creature within 60 feet of the Eidolon that can see it must succeed a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or be frightened of it for 1 minute. While frightened in this way, the Eidolon must take the dash action, move away from the Eidolon by the safest available route at the start of each of its turns, unless there is nowhere for it to move, in which case the creature also becomes stunned until it can move again. A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on its success. If the target's saving throw is successful, or the effect ends for it, the target is immune to Eidolon's Divine Dread for the next 24 hours. Now that's really useful, because imagine like being stuck in a terrified ass state and you're not able to move, and this like thing is just like flying through next to a sacred statue. You're just sitting there terrified, unable to make that save, and then he just punches you, and you're just getting pummeled until you're able to die, or until you leave. It's scary, in my opinion. But anyways, hold on, let me fix the phone here. I gave it a couple abilities. One of the names I kind of took from the Zoroark. It's called a Death Spray. It sprays a 10-foot cone of cold, 1d10 cold. So I imagine it being like Superman's kind of breath of freeze breath, or whatever you want to call it. I gave it an ability on a recharges on a long rest. It's called Possession. I figured that some Eidolons could do this. For 1 minute, an enemy must make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or become possessed, and it has the ability to repeat every its saving throw at the end of each of its turns to kick the Eidolon out of its body. But it uses the stats of the character until it passes or until it's booted out. I gave an ability called Sworn God's Favor. When damaged, it can roll a d10, and it like whatever that number is on the d10 is subtracted from the attack damage that is rolled against it. And I gave it the ability called God's Wrath, Sworn God's Wrath. All creatures within 20 feet of the Eidolon take 1d8 cold damage per round while inside the circle that inside the radius of the Eidolon itself. I imagine this being really powerful Eidolons. I'm not imagining like really low-leveled ones being able to do it, but really powerful Eidolons are just so powerful that they're taking this cold damage. But yeah, that's something I imagine it being able to do. Now, it doesn't have a picture of it, but it does have pictures of the sacred statue, which I'll be placing next on the next video. But anyways, I wish I could find the Eidolon, but anyways, I can't. But thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate you guys being here watching these videos. Please leave a like and subscribe as I bring you more D&D content in the future. Please leave a comment down below what you would like to see us do with this channel. I might be seeing Ed today. I hope I can. I still got to get to him on that. I do have to make a purchase later today, so after I get my girlfriend, I got to go do that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please tell your friends and all that jazz. See ya.